High school football season is right around the corner, and hey, we've been breaking down the top 10 players by position for the 2017 class, and up next are the running backs. And I tell you what, these boys are hoping they can be as big as the 2014 class was. Check this out. LSU's Leonard Fournette was not just the top running back coming out, but he was the #1 overall recruit in the class coming out of St. Augustine High School. And last year's Heisman runner-up, Christian McCaffrey, was the #2 all-purpose back when he was done at Colorado Power Valor Christian. And Florida State's Dalvin Cook, Georgia's duo of Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel, Oklahoma's Samaje Perine, and Oregon's Royce Freeman were just some of the big-timers in the 2014 class. But I tell you what, this class has a chance to be just as talented. Now, hey, we're mixing the all-purpose backs and tailbacks in the 2017 class, and we're going by 24/7 Sports composite rankings as of June 30th. And checking in at number 10 is Montgomery Bell Academy's Ty Chandler. The 5'11", 195-pound four-star running back balled for 2,500 plus yards in his junior campaign, averaging nearly 10 yards a pop, and he took it to the house 33 times in 2015. And even though his boys lost by 1 in double overtime in the D2 AA state championship game, my man Chandler balled for 398 total yards and 4 touchdowns on 44 touches. And back in May, he announced his top 8. So, if you're a fan of USC, Tennessee, the Ohio State, Florida, Georgia, Ole Miss, Auburn, and Duke, you should be doing a fist pump under the table right about now. From Tennessee to Texas is where we find the #9 back, and it's Langham Creek's Tonil Carter. The 5'11", 200-pounder is big time. He is a top 20 overall recruit in all of Texas, and hey, he has it all. He's tough, his vision is off the charts, and my man has that burst that gets him over the edge. Now, if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan, there is a good chance you'll have another big-time back headed your way in 2017, as 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball predicts he will be balling for Kirby Smart at the next level. Let's go back to Tennessee, and checking in at number 8 is Trezevant's bruising running back Cordarian Richardson. Now, I've been calling him the Adrian Peterson of high school football, and no, it ain't because of those purple jerseys. The 5'11", 220-pound running back balled for nearly 2,500 yards and 18 touchdowns in 2015. And in the 2A state championship, he led his squad to their first state title in school history after balling for 342 yards and 3 touchdowns. All right, baby, let's head out to one of the top powerhouse programs in the business, DeMatha Catholic. And their 4-star all-purpose back, Anthony McFarland Jr., is must-watch TV. A-Mac does it all. He's arguably the best receiving running back in the country. His vision is big time. He's one of the most agile backs in the biz, and my man can go 0 to 100 real quick. McFarland enters his senior campaign hoping to bring DeMatha their 4th consecutive WCAC championship. And last week, the star back announced his top 10. Alabama, the Ohio State, Michigan, the U, Maryland, Notre Dame, South Carolina, Texas A&M, Tennessee, and Florida all made the list. Now, heading back out to the Lone Star State is where we find the #6 back, and it's 2017 Ohio State commit J.K. Dobbins. The 5'10", 200-pound back from LaGrange High School arguably had the best play in all of high school football with this big-time 87-yard touchdown to the house. And hey, my man is one of the most electrifying playmakers in all of high school football. And don't worry, Ohio State fans, it sounds like he is 100% committed to stick with the Buckeyes. So hey, don't worry about Jim Harbaugh trying to snag the #6 overall recruit from the state of Texas. All right, so let's jump into the top 5 now. And up first is my guy, Kalen LeBourne. Now, listen, I know Reggie Bush was one of the best high school football players of all time, but LeBourne reminds me a ton of the former Heisman winner. The 5'10", 200-pound running back from Bishop Sullivan Catholic is poised for a big-time senior campaign as him and some of his former Ocean Lake teammates transfer to Bishop Sullivan following their head coach, Chris Scott, who took over at Bishop Sullivan. Now, during his junior season, he balled for 2,000-plus yards on the ground in 32 scores, and in my opinion, he is easily one of the most exciting players to watch in the country. The final 4 guys are all 5-star recruits, and checking in at #4 is St. Joseph's DeAndre Swift. And the star from Philly checks in as the #1 all-purpose back in the 2017 class. And if Anthony McFarland Jr. isn't the best pass-catching running back in the country, it's because of Mr. Swift. But the thing that impresses me the most is his ability to run the rock in between the tackles. And just like 5 of the other running backs on this list, he remains uncommitted. And according to 24/7's Crystal Ball, he will be balling in the SEC for the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, I know a lot of my folks out on the West Coast are starting to get mad because we haven't mentioned anyone from California, but don't worry, because my guy Stephen Carr checks in at number 3. The 6', 200-pound 5-star back from Summit High School down in the 909 is one of the most complete backs in all of high school football. He's fast, powerful, agile, and my man is committed to ball for running back U, aka the USC Trojans. All right, baby, we got 2 left, and the number 2 running back overall in the 2017 class is Clinton, Mississippi's 5'11", 215-pound 5-star back Cam Akers. Now, when you put on the film, you see he does it all, and for a guy this big, he still checks in running a 4.4 40. And last year, he played a little bit of quarterback, also lined up in the backfield at times. He threw for nearly 2,500 yards in 20 scores, and he also carried the rock 169 times for 1,418 yards and 16 touchdowns. Now, obviously at the next level, you'll see him playing running back full-time, but Akers enters his senior season as one of the most versatile players in the country, and when it comes to the next level for Akers, he has plenty of options, but I'm going to throw this out there. Watch out for Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines to be a major player when the 5-star running back commits. Well, now it's time for the number 1 running back in the country. So let's head up to the Bay Area, and that is where we find Antioch's 5-star back Najee Harris. And just like Leonard Fournette in 2014, Harris is the number 1 overall recruit in the entire class. The 6'3", 225-pound Alabama commit is the complete package. He has the size, strength, athleticism, and the speed to be a big-time back, not just on Saturdays, but on Sundays. Now, when you talk about freak athletes, Najee Harris fits the bill. Guys this big shouldn't be this fast and agile, but when you put on the film, my man shows why he is the top player in all of high school football. And don't be surprised when he has a big-time impact, just like Mr. Fournette did at the next level.